about rats as big as cats. And they weren't specific. They could be lions. A lion is a cat. Is it okay to tell people they stink? When they define woman, are they also talking about the guy who feels like a woman?
If you look at everything that's manufactured in the world, China has something to do with it.
The black, strong, independent woman.
No, you can't say that. It's 2025. If you're gonna remake something, just make it like the classic. It's actually the movie that got Disney to where it is now. The guy's a dirtbag, he's a scumbag, but this is art. Michelle Obama?
Yeah, you're talking to a white girl and you're like, I need you to be like Michelle Obama. Why, fam?
No cap. You should know that.
It's Easter.
It's Easter. What is Easter? When Jesus dies or when he wakes up?
I think the whole process. It starts from Lent, man.
What is Lent?
It's when Jesus goes down to be the king of the Jews.
Okay, I think we need to move on from that topic.
So the whole process is good. Good for the holiday makers because it's a 4-day work week. But Easter's all about Jesus rising from the dead, man.
Okay.
And getting rid of all our sins.
Okay.
You have a lot of sins.
I do sin a lot, but I'm only human. Speaking of sinning a lot, and speaking of being human, are people that live in Birmingham human? Because, the amount of trash out there is crazy.
I think the rat population has taken over that place.
They're talking about rats as big as cats. And they weren't specific. They could be lions. A lion is a cat. Could be that.
Swear down, Birmingham has gone through it, man.
You know what? If you have poor leaders, this is the kind of thing that happens.
Birmingham has gone through it, bro.
Birmingham is absolute garbage.
Bro, imagine waking up every day and just seeing a pile of bins just piling and piling and piling. Like the tsunami, bro.
And my bins stink. So I can only imagine if you're around people that have bins that stink as well.
Bro, Birmingham needs Jesus, man.
What does the Prime Minister do about Birmingham?
I don't know what Keir Starmer does, but Birmingham already has its sins. Yeah? They already have how many £1 million of debt?
Guys, if you're from Birmingham, please leave a comment and tell us what it is that you want to be done in Birmingham. Because your council is trash. It's like Croydon Council. It's trash.
Didn't they just raise their council tax? By a lot.
They want to cut the truck drivers' wages.
Yo.
Sorry, not truck drivers. You guys know what I mean, right? The bin drivers.
Yeah.
They want to cut their wages down.
Wait. So all those man them, who help you take your rubbish, because you don't know where your rubbish goes. You probably don't know where your rubbish goes, right? You just wake up, put it outside, and you just find out.
Your dirty diapers.
I know, right?
Your curry.
Yeah, all your stuff, you just put it outside, you expect it to disappear. You wake up and it's gone, yeah? Not knowing there's actually people out here carrying all your dirty crap.
I'm on Team Bin Man.
I'm on Team Bin Man. They're supposed to be paid.
I'm on Team Bin Man. Yeah.
They just had enough.
A revolution is nothing more than a group of men that sit there and go, we're tired of this BS.
But you know what? Just imagine, they sat down together for a bit. Just like you and I were just sipping our drink. And then one guy said, I'm sick of it.
Just imagine what's happening in Birmingham goes all over the country.
True. And he still has to pay his high council tax.
Yeah. So what are you paying council tax for? What are you paying council tax for? I think it would be really good. It wouldn't happen. I don't think it would happen in London, because in London, I think they would get stuff straight. But I would like to see certain boroughs in London pick up, actually act
every Friday,
like boroughs.
Every Wednesday, they just pick up your trash.
Yeah.
And they just want a little bit more money.
Is there a potential for other bin men in other places to strike?
Yeah. Did you see what happened to the farmers? Farmers got fed up. They drove all their tractors down to Downing Street.
Hey, drive all the bin men down to Downing Street.
They're gonna do that, bruv. They're gonna put all the bins in front of Keir Starmer's thing. Just pay the people. Yeah.
Just pay them, bro.
Man.
I'm on Team Bin Man, bro.
Yeah. You already raised their taxes. You already raised their council tax. The wages are not going up. Nothing's happening. The bins are going up. People are scared.
It's disgusting.
It's smelly.
It's gross, man.
Bro, when you're passing, when you're driving down the M-way, yeah? And then you're like, what's that? What do you think it is?
Birmingham. You know what's even crazier? Yeah, is I saw this video of this guy, because they don't want to dump the trash in front of their houses, right? Because then your house stinks. So what they're doing in Birmingham is they're taking the trash and they're dumping it like somewhere else, like in an industrial site, just somewhere other than your house, right? And this one person is like, please stop dumping your trash here. Please stop dumping your trash here. And he's like, yeah, but they'll come and they'll pick it up, innit? And she's like, no, they're not picking up the trash anymore. Please stop dumping it here. And he's like, just one bag is fine. It's like just...
Hey, yo. Yeah. Imagine a tourist comes to Birmingham. Because Birmingham is known for the Peaky Blinders. Yeah. Imagine a tourist comes down and he's just walking down the street and he's like, where am I?
Birmingham. Birmingham.
Just pay the people. They'll pick up your trash in no second. Just pay them. It's. You see what happens when you don't pay people? You get stinky place. It's stinking. Yeah. You couldn't even bring the Pope out there, man.
I was gonna make a joke, but
It's Easter, man. We're gonna make it religious. Imagine the Pope said, on Easter, I'm gonna visit the UK.
I was gonna make a terrible joke about the Pope, man. But anyway, back to things stinking.
No, I'm saying it's Easter. The Pope says, for Easter, I'm gonna visit the UK. You wouldn't take him, Birmingham, would you?
Well,
He's Jesus' representative on earth, man.
he's not Jesus's. The Pope is not Jesus's representative.
He is, man.
No, the Pope is someone who is a commercialized entity. Speaking of things that stink, because bins stink.
Yeah, we're not gonna go religious, political, but the Pope is a representative of Jesus Christ on earth.
Not to me, he ain't. Anyway, people that stink. Is it okay to tell them that they
But the
stink?
Pope showers, man.
I used to commute in London, all the way up until London Bridge, London Blackfriars, and there'd always be somebody on the train that stunk, like early morning times, bruv. You know, early morning times, there'd always be somebody who stunk of ass, somebody who stunk of body odor, somebody who stunk of bad breath. There'd always be like, is it okay to tell people they stink?
Yeah, I mean, I've been on a train to Birmingham International. I mean, recently, but how did I know I was in Birmingham?
He's not letting Birmingham go, bruv. He's basically saying that Birmingham stinks. I'm trying to move on, but
It does. There's nothing good about it, man.
Okay, this is a message to everyone that goes to a pure gym, yeah, or one of those 25-pounder gym a month, 15-pounder gym a month.
Yeah, you can't afford that.
Guys, we get it. You're trying to break a sweat, but some of you man them, bruv. Some of you man them haven't even showered for like 48 hours, man. Please, bro. We don't want to go through it. And then you come to the gym wearing a vest.
As an entrepreneur, yeah, I would tell those gyms to sell deodorants. I think you'd make quite a buck.
But then that's the problem. Even if, like, a lot of people spray body axe on themselves and they smell. You are amplifying the smell, my guy. You're not hiding it. You're amplifying the smell. So now instead of smelling like Lynx Africa, you smell like Lynx Africa plus Birmingham. Bro, like pure gym. Yo, you man them, bruv. Come on, fam. And then you wear a vest and it's like, we got to, the whiff, bruv. Stop. Jeez, man. It's like, you know how some women, they wear the weave on their head and they don't remove it for like 3 months, 6 months, and they've got the weave on their head and it's like, it's starting to smell and it's like,
As an adult, just shower, man. It takes 5 minutes. 5.
You know what else took 5 minutes? Well, it didn't take 5 minutes. It took 5 Supreme Court judges. It didn't take 5 minutes. It took 5 Supreme Court judges. It's taken over 15 years. The year is 2025. We're still trying to figure out what is a man and what is a woman. More so, what is a woman? So a woman is someone who's biologically born a female. When we live in the West, we see the stupidity. We see how much time people have. Because in Africa...
It's a simple thing.
In Africa, no one is sitting there going, what is a woman? What is... In Africa, people are trying to hustle and trying to eat food and trying to like survive.
Have better lives.
But in the West, we've got so much time. We're here pondering about what is a woman. And it takes 5 Supreme Court judges, the top of the top of the top of the top of the brass, the court system.
The guys who don't even have time for petty crimes.
They have to sit there, 5 of them, and tell us what is a woman.
It was a unanimous decision, though. I've got to give it to them. It went through quick.
But this is how crazy it is. You have to give it to them. Listen to that.
Yeah, everyone knows if you have a uterus and you're grown, you're a woman.
We covered this back in the day on one of our episodes where a trans man was sent to a woman's prison and they couldn't send this person to a man's prison because this person identified as a woman. So now we go to send you to the prison where you most likely identify as in terms of your
And
gender.
you know what happened?
Yo, man
No
pulled
vapes.
Man, yo, there were so many vapes, bro. trans man was pulling the willy out.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Pregnancies.
You know what I mean? But you couldn't say anything.
No.
You couldn't say anything.
He was not a man. Have you seen the Django? Yeah? DiCaprio?
Django's the shiz.
Michelle Candy?
Oh, that's a good one. Imagine back in Django's time.
Yeah.
People out here arguing about what's a man and what's a woman. But let's stop being funny for a second. This is the thing, right?
It's serious.
When you got spaces that are allocated, specifically allocated to women and to men, private spaces, showers, bathroom, that kind of stuff, right? It's so Western for us to sit here and go, well, I feel like a woman, therefore I'm going to use the woman's toilet. It's so stupid. It's so ridiculous. And what's more even ridiculous is that we're talking about it. We're talking about, hey, my guy, I understand that you feel like a woman, but, you know, biologically speaking, you're a man. Could you use the men's toilet? It's actually a hate crime.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against trans people.
Women go into women-specific places, right? And so the question was, well, what is a woman? And then the thing was, oh, well, I've got a certificate, a gender reassignment certificate, a piece of paper on an A4 that says that because I feel like a woman, I am now a woman. A piece of paper, not biology, not the way the Almighty made us, but a little piece of paper, right? Yes, a certificate that says, I feel like a woman. Here's my certificate.
So you can show that.
So now that I have the certificate, I can now go in women-only places. When they define woman, are they also talking about the guy who feels like a woman? Because the answer to that prior...
That's a good point. Like, if you feel like something, does that make you that thing?
Well, that was the answer to that prior. The answer to that was yes. The answer was like, yes, well, if you feel like a woman, then you're allowed to go into a woman-only space.
Piers Morgan went and said it really quite well.
Can you imagine LeBron James in the WNBA? What's the name of that guy, the unit from Newcastle, the one that I really like?
Who? Dan Burn?
Dan Burn. What is he, 6'7"?
Yeah, I think it's more. I think it's 7 foot.
Somebody in the comments tell us how big Dunburn is, right?
It's massive.
Imagine this guy playing for a women's football team.
He will demolish everybody, bro. He's got skill, he's got power, he's runner.
Where do we draw the line with the stupidity? And I'm not calling trans people stupid. I'm calling the law stupid because
we're not against trans people.
It's ultimately our fault because we fail to define what is a man and what is a woman. So now that we've defined it, a biological person, someone who was born a woman, yeah?
Yeah, but a woman is an idea. It's not an idea. A woman is a woman. It's a biological sense.
That's correct.
I agree with that. It's not an idea. Ideas can be there. You can have an idea that, I'm this and that, but there's biological sense. Because if you woke up one day and you were in a woman's shower and a guy shows up and his thing is just walking about like that and your daughter's there as well, how would you feel?
How would you feel? Well, they tell you to feel that it's okay.
If he has a certificate, but his thing is swinging around, yeah? He's in a woman's shower, your daughter's looking at it, how would you feel?
Well, the government tells you it's okay.
No, it's not.
Because you got a certificate.
No. Go to where that thing is swinging somewhere else.
The Equality Act.
Don't show it to my daughter.
Why not? Are you a bigot?
People got arrested.
People lost their jobs, man.
People got imprisoned.
People went to prison, people lost their job. All because stupid government, right, is out here being ambiguous and stuff. Saying like, bruv,
release them, man.
What's the definition of a woman? It's 2025. Like, don't we have other things to talk about?
We do.
Do you know what I mean?
Let's move on, man.
It's so stupid, man.
Because they know. They know themselves. They know. They're just saying it because it's quite popular to say it. 5
Supreme Court judges had to tell us what a woman is. Pathetic.
Pathetic, man.
Pathetic.
No wonder everything is changing back, man.
I'd rather talk about the bin man.
I'd rather talk about Trump and his tariffs.
Yeah, boy. By the way, we ordered something from China. Mm-hmm. And it took about 2 weeks delay for it to get here. I don't know if it has to do with the tariffs. I don't know.
It is.
And the Chinese aren't playing.
There is a trade war going on, bro.
And you know, TikTok are owned by them lot.
And you know China, yeah? They're not backing down. And they might win this.
Why should they back down? Factories are crazy. By the way, America's not the only country that China can sell to.
By the way, they have the African market. Have you been to Africa?
On lock.
Have you been to Africa?
On lock.
Is there anything says made in the USA?
Bro, I can't wait for BYD to get to Africa, bro.
Bruv, it's already in Europe.
Them BYD cars are heavy.
They're good, bro. And they move well. Bro. And they compete with Teslas.
I've seen one in person, bro.
Oh, I've been in one.
Silky smooth. Tell us what America is going to do next in regards to China.
They're going to back down. You cannot fight a trade war with Chinese. Be specific. I'm more in the sense that if you look at everything that's manufactured in the world, China has something to do with it. Is it car engines? Is it clothes? Is it just phones, your phone, right, has a Chinese person on it.
Yeah, so basically you're saying China
It's a
has
fabric in the world economy.
in every
It's
industry.
essential.
In every industry,
Yeah.
China is there.
Not just that, your TikTok, your technology, your thing you're using right now where you're watching us is made by the Chinese.
You know what's crazy? America owes China money.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, America owes China money. Y'all forgot?
They didn't know that.
They-
They probably thought, yeah, we could just do this. My point is, China is a deep fabric of this economy, and there's very bad news for going to a trade war with someone you owe and someone who has everything to do with what you have in your country.
Speaking of countries, what did you think about the G20 movie?
Bro,
Give the audience the premise of the movie first.
okay, so there is a president, she's female, she fights, she's doing die-hard things, she's doing all these kinds of things.
This guy is so politically correct. She's a black woman, yeah, which he failed to mention. She's a black, strong,
No,
independent
you
woman.
can't say that. It's
who is a
2025.
black, strong, independent
Don't cancel
American
us.
woman
Please
who is
don't-
the president of
don't-
America.
don't get us
By the
cancelled.
way, movie was made with anticipation that Kamala Harris was going to
We
win.
support women.
Movie was made at a time when they thought Kamala Harris was going to win the election. So all the girl bosses and all the girl power and all that kind of stuff came out. By the way, you can be a female character and be a badass. But when you're about 100 years old like Viola Davis, yeah? And you're out here doing judo swats and, punching Mandem in the face.
Yeah.
There was a guy, I think it's the kitchen scene, where
You're a 60-year-old woman punching a 30-year-old man built like a tank.
built like a tank in the kitchen, and she's whooping him. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm a fully grown man. Even I couldn't whoop him.
I agree. He could take her. He's quite.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then it's the whole dynamic of the movie. Within the first couple of minutes, she says something like, I had to work twice as hard as anybody else to get into this. And
Yeah,
my
but-
point is, gender politics in movies sometimes, you
it's-
guys, you need to slow it down, man.
It's not just slow down. I think people have lost the plot. I don't think people have understood. That's the problem. The movie is half finished. By the way, it's half finished. I don't think it was complete. I don't think they rushed it. And also, I think that they went down a political thing. There's no emotional attachment. I don't care about anyone in that movie. I don't care that the president of China is getting rinsed. And then there was a part.
There's a president of China in there?
Trust me, there is. Do you see that? Listen. There was a part where all these women are now in a bunker, all the men are suffering, they've been captured, and all these women in the bunker and they're talking. And then one woman says, I'd rather go with her and stay with him. And then I'm like, wait, hold up. This guy is like a special forces guy. That movie could have worked if it was just written nicely, you know?
I'll say this. That movie had a lot of the message, right? And the message was, she's strong, she's black, she had to work twice as hard to become the president.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. But the movie also has the husband, who is a cuck, who intentionally is a cuck. He has to be a supporting husband, loving husband, who is a cuck. And his wife has to be stronger than him because the husband gets whooped. The wife doesn't get whooped. So the husband has to be a cuck. There's also the daughter who's like...
The genius,
the genius or something.
But the boy is just there.
Yeah, but the boy's mad slow. And then there is the bodyguard, who is also a cuck because he'd do
He gets
anything for her.
shot,
Yeah.
but she doesn't.
Yeah, and it's like,
And then she wears like a bulletproof vest and goes and takes on the whole army, and the bodyguard just goes away.
G20 is a bad movie, man.
I tell you what, yeah, I don't think they wanted to release it. I think they just had to let it go.
How is she so strong? It doesn't make sense. So what I would do is, I would make her a weapons specialist. I would give her a line, or I'd give her a scene where there's like something to do with her being a weapons specialist. And then during the course of this movie, I would make her shoot everybody. But the problem is, in this movie, she doesn't shoot everybody. She hands-to-hand combats people. She UFCs people, bruv. That's the problem with this movie. It irritates me so much. And Viola, she's my height, bruv. She's out here UFCing people.
Yeah, but
It doesn't make sense.
You cannot be you cannot be beating them. Like, it's not just her. There was another thing that happened where there's this woman who's very petite, and she goes against this mad special ops, big built, 30-year-old men, and she just schemes over them, and it going towards a Wakanda kind of vibe, where it's like, oh, we're in Wakanda, we're in, I was like, wait, hold up. This is not right.
The end of the movie. The end of the movie, she tries to pilot a helicopter. And I'm thinking, who in their right mind goes into a helicopter not knowing how to
Yeah,
fly
but
it?
who writes these movies? Who gets the green light to these movies, man?
Oh,
I
female
need to
producers?
know. I need to
Female
know.
writer, female producer.
Why?
Girl
Would you
boss.
say this is gonna work?
A girl boss. Girl boss, girl power.
But I don't think even the women and girls like it. I don't think they do.
So that's the next question. Like, who's the audience for this movie?
I don't know. Because I've seen the reviews, and even the women are like, nah, this is not whatever. Maybe some, but not a lot. They were like, this is trash.
Women with gender reassignment certificates. This is their movie.
I don't think that's their audience as well. This is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's a release movie. It came out of what? Is it Amazon or Netflix?
I don't know, bro.
See, you don't even know because it's like released on streaming. It's not even released in Hollywood because they knew.
No, bro.
Yo, it's not looking good.
New rating system. It's called a vibe, right?
Ah.
So out of 10,
Yeah.
how many vibes would you give G20?
2, bro.
Generous. 1.5.
I give it a 2 because some of the graphics were mad, and I liked Homelander.
What a waste of a Homelander, bro.
I know, bro. He knows how to act. That's why I gave it a 2.
Speaking of knowing how to act, did Rachel Zegler kill it in Snow White?
Rachel Zegler was okay. I don't think she was bad.
Because she can sing.
Oh yeah.
It's just that the movie's trash. It's so bad. And you can tell, the worst thing is, you can tell which bits of the movie were edited this way and which bits were edited this way.
I think they tried to release this movie so many times and they had to take it back to production all the time.
It's
so mangled up, yeah.
It's so-
I get confused where I am. I'm like, are these the dwarves? Or are they the dwarves? Is this a prince? Or is this a prince? Or is this? And then at the end, there's so many loopholes. I don't know which is which. I'm like, okay, so what happened here?
My thing is, I don't mind her singing. I don't mind her acting. The way these guys organized the movie was all over the place.
Do you know what I'm against in all these movies? If a movie's classic and people like it, you don't need to change it. If you're gonna remake something, just make it like the classic. It's actually the movie that got Disney to where it is now. Do you know why? Because they stayed to the story. When Snow White written, they stuck to the story. Nowadays, everyone thinks they can be anybody in any movie. Yeah, they can change it to what they suit. Or this is a movie for today. Nobody gives a shit.
Snow White is Mexican.
A 3.
3 out of 10 vibes for Snow White? Generous.
A 3. I prefer the first animation movie. It's
2.5.
so much better than it. If I play that movie, that Snow White animation movie against this movie, I would throw this movie in the bin. Like, in fact, you should do a thing where we're throwing movies in the bin.
We can't because the bins of Birmingham are full.
Oh! Hey, that's a goal. I got you. It's a good movie because the actor is incredible.
Amazing.
This guy is good, man.
Amazing.
I don't know what happens. I don't know why. But you gotta subtract the art from the person. I'm a strong believer in that. Watch this movie, guys. This guy's incredible. You would not even think it's Jonathan Majors in that movie. You would just think it's the character. You would not even think about him.
Amazing. That movie had me thinking, what's going to happen next? You know? Takes her on a date. I'm thinking, what's going to happen next? You know?
Do you know what tells a good movie, a good actor from the rest? You can just, he carries the whole movie. You don't even think about any other actor. He carries it. He's literally, I'm watching this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solo dolo.
And you're not watching Jonathan Majors, you're watching the character of Killian, right? Killian is just an ordinary dude who wakes up one day and wants to be in a magazine. And he's so obsessed about being in a magazine that he takes his body to the extreme to get to that point. Yeah. But as the movie goes on, he just goes down a spiral and he ends up somewhere.
Yeah, Killian lacks social skills, some social skills. And that's what makes the movie interesting because he's not like your regular kind of guy. He's someone who, he lacks social skills, but also he's completely aware that he's big and he's scary. Like, I think the diner scene
Yeah.
where he's like, he says to people, like that he's aware, and it's just such a beautiful movie, man. It's just, oh man,
But Jonathan Majors should grab an Oscar for this.
he
Give
should
him
grab
his
an Oscar.
man.
He
Give him
should
an
grab an Oscar.
It's incredible
He should
acting.
grab an Oscar.
In fact, to a point where you're like, you believe that this guy is actually a bodybuilder, man.
By the way, he's not been convicted of any crimes.
Yeah,
It was dropped.
yeah.
It was dropped.
Don't come at us like
Yeah.
he's some guy, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not believing you,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. I mean, I love snow
But
bunnies.
even if, yeah, you should divide the art from the person. Would you like a Picasso? Do you like a Picasso? Would you like to own a Picasso? Do you know who Picasso was as a person? Not a very good person, man.
Are you saying we should separate R. Kelly from his music?
We should.
Feeling on your booty, your booty. Okay, cool. Magazine Dreams, what's the vibe?
I'm the star up in the sky. I'm the man to pick up high. Hell made it. I'm the world's greatest. The guy's a dirtbag, he's a scumbag, but this is art, man.
Who's a dirtbag?
R. Kelly.
You know what else is a dirt bag? The bin bags in Birmingham.
In Brom. Imagine waking up, yeah, and your bins are still there, bro.
And it's like diapers in there.
2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4
There's
weeks.
fucking curry
5
in
weeks,
there. There's
6
chutney in
weeks.
there.
Stinking.
There's papadoms in there. Magazine Dreams, out of 5. Sorry, out of 10. What's the vibe?
I think it's an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. I think for me it's an 8.5 because it caught my attention so many times because I think I was playing Assassin's Creed while we were watching it, but my head would be like tilting towards the screen, like, yo, what's going on? Like, yo, what's happening? So Magazine Dreams for me is a solid 8.5, man, and I haven't given an 8.5 to anything other than 300.
Incredible actor. Incredible cinematography. Incredible. Like it's a good looking movie. Also, they did in 2023.
That's an old movie?
They did in 2023. They were supposed to release it at the Cannes Festival, but they didn't.
Oh, because man was in the middle of...
I was in the middle of a thing.
Snow bunnies, man. I love snow bunnies, man. But, yo, you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful out there,
We
man.
warned you, but you don't listen.
You got to be careful.
Every time.
You got to be careful.
Yeah, so it came out and he done well, and I think can't wait for his next movie. Come on, Jonathan Majors, come back, man.
Yeah.
Show all these people why nobody can be Coretta Scott King. Nobody can be you're gonna change the world.
Yo, Jonathan Majors had a white girlfriend, and he told her...
He has a black girl now, man.
Yeah, but he told the white girl, I need you to be like Coretta Scott King. Bro, why would you do that, bro?
What? What's her name? Mandela?
Yeah, Winnie Mandela. Like, I need you to be like Winnie Mandela, bro. I need you to be like Gucci Grace. Like, why would you do that, bro?
Obama? Michelle Obama?
Yeah, you're talking to a white girl and you're like, I need you to be like Michelle Obama. Why, fam?
Yeah, but don't do that anymore, yeah? Don't do that. Jonathan Majors.
Yo, you're wet, bro.
Stick to acting.
Jonathan Majors, bro.
Stick to acting because you're an incredible actor. Yeah? Incredible. Because I believed you're Killian. I believed it.
No wonder she was scared, bro. She's looking at this big black guy, yeah? This little white girl is looking at this big black guy, yeah? Telling her, I need you to be like Michelle Obama.
Bro.
How, bro?
She was scared of her
No
life.
wonder she was scared, fam.
These women are like giants, yeah?
Bro.
They're up. They should be on Mount Rushmore, yeah? Yeah.
Why is this guy...
And she's like this, like, huh?
Why is this guy getting angry at me, yeah? Why is this big black guy who's like 6'5"?
Yeah, but he wanted to change the world. Do you know what he was trying to do?
Yo.
Do you know what he's trying to do?
Yeah, turn a white girl into Michelle Obama. Yo. Jonathan Majors, bro. What an L for that, bro.
Hey, no wonder she took it to court, man.
Bro.
Because she was like, what?
When people say mental abuse, I think that's what they're talking about,
Yeah, that's
bro.
peak, bro.
I think that's what they're talking about, fam.
What?
Yo. I need you to be more like Coretta Scott.
Do you know what I'm trying to do?
Bro.
Yeah, I mean, he's got standards. He was Kang.
But don't take it out on the white girl, bro. What's she gonna know about Michelle Obama, fam? Like, come on, bro. You know what I mean?
I don't know, bro, but you did a blinder there. You shouldn't have done it. But at the same time, yeah, don't compare. These are incredible women, yeah. These are Mount Rushmore women, yeah. You cannot do that to this woman who just wants to be Your
A
wife,
white girl. She's trying to be a white girl, bro.
innit? Easy.
She's a white girl. She likes black guys. That's all she knows, fam.
This guy's big. This guy's strong.
Yo,
this guy
he's-
has pedigree.
Yo,
He's massive.
he's big. Pause. But yeah. Do you have anything else you want to add to the show?
Yeah, so last things last, yeah. Please pay the bin man.
Aye.
That's my last thing.
That's it. Vibe Talkers, we're out.
Out.